Hey, it's Kyle, and I guess it's April 6th, and I'm feeling crazy excited and good and happy and thankful because my book is coming out and it's currently doing really well as a bestseller. It's not even out yet, and it's number one in the self-help and psychology section on Amazon, and it's like in the top 150 of all books right now. And the reason I'm excited about that is not that what that means for me as much as what I know it can mean for people. The book is called I Hope I Screw This Up. And it's called that because we have trained ourselves to be so scared of possibly doing something in a way that we think is the wrong way. We think that it's actually death to ourselves if you do something and it doesn't go the way that your mind hopes that it'll go, if it doesn't go the way that it expects that it'll go. And what I've realized is the real problem is not that we can't get it to go the right way, but that we think there is a right way. We think that there's anything that we can lose. And when you really put your heart on the line and you do the things that you want to do, and you step up in your heart, not what you think you should do, that's a totally different world. But when you do the things you want to do, you start to allow the external mechanical plates that you have spinning. Here's my job, I got it perfect, and I got this relationship the way I think I want it, and I got all these things, and you have your plates spinning outside, and you think who you are the plates, but you have to remember you're the plate spinner. And when you step into something that you really want to be and do, sometimes your external plates will fall over. And we've been scared to step into our greatness because we're scared that our plate will fall over. So for instance, if you realize what you're here to do is be an author, or you're just supposed to go away on a trip for 2 months or whatever, your fear might be, well, I'd lose my job. And your job is a plate that you have spinning. And what I've discovered more is when you step into what your heart wants, yeah, some of these plates fall over, but then you start to prove to yourself that you're not the plates. You're the person that's stepping into your greatness. And the more you allow yourself to step into your greatness, the more those plates often fall over. But what we can't see is that there's new plates that spin themselves and just align next to you. But they don't need you to spin them, because as you get more into your heart, into the plate spinner, into your greatness, you only align with other people and other careers and other things that also did the same thing. And why this is so incredible is because you can start to let go of the baggage of the world. We're scared to step into something sometimes because we're holding on to, if I step into my greatness, I might hurt this person's feelings. But you can't see all the millions of people that are empowered later when you step into it. And you can't see that you're even empowering the person you were scared you would hurt. In other words, they might actually need you to step into your greatness or your power or your love with yourself as a way to give themselves permission that they can do the same thing. And we have created a world for ourselves, and we've walked into this world that has totally shown us that who you are is your external circumstances, that you're supposed to be worried what's going on politically constantly, and you're supposed to be feeling stress about all these things that you can't control externally. But what really is exciting is when you actually step into your greatness, when you step into your heart, when you step into your alignment, those things to kind of leave your radar. It's like changing channels on TV. If you go from 4 to 10, you don't know what's on the programming on channel 4. And as you step into your power, as you step into your greatness, eventually those things that you've been worrying about become obsolete. And you create this amazing alignment that gives people that are controlling other people through the media and the governments and all those different things permission to step into their power and their love instead of their needing to control. Because the only reason anyone's controlling other people or manipulating other people is they believe that that's the highest form of happiness there is. But that's really just an addiction that we haven't identified. So I'm really giddy because I Hope I Screw This Up is selling really well, and we still have 3 weeks before it's out. But what's really exciting is that I'm learning that by living in my truth, by living in my power, other plates start just spinning themselves. Like, for instance, because the book was written from here, people are going to be reading it from here, and they're going to go past their fear in their heads and go into their heart. It's also got comedy and different things so that it can help break those things apart, but it helps you feel the vulnerable part of you that's actually the most powerful part of you, and step into what you're here to do. And this is something that can create a place where the old baggage that you've been holding on to of your old story, when you're stepping forward, you're not scared of losing the thing. You're scared of losing who you were when you had that thing. And when you step into your greatness, you replace that thing with the new thing that you are, because you're not that old story. You're not that relationship. You're not that, the job. You're infinite change and possibility. And whatever you step into, I promise you, the world will start to mirror. So the byproduct of this is that it's becoming a bestseller before it's out. But I only say that not to brag. I say that because I really know that every human being has this. And there is a calling inside of every person. There's a calling inside of your body. There's a calling inside of your heart that you've heard for years, but you haven't stepped into. But that feeling, you can feel it in your body. And that's a preview. It's saying when you step into this, you're going to live this place. You're going to feel your body more. And the more you do that, the more addictions fall away, and overspending falls away, and fear falls away. And the more you actually realize that you're the leaper, not the old story of the plate spinning. So I'm excited because the book is already doing well, and I'm not needing to do anything forceful or try to do anything to get it there. You don't need that. That's ego. That's when you think, if the book becomes number one, I'm something. Instead, you got to step into what you want to be, and then you realize you're something, and then the external will match that you're something, I promise, in your relationships, in your income, in your career, and everything else. And some people hear that and they go, well, what about in other places? In other countries, they don't even have water and those other things. I totally agree. That's even more of the reason for the people who are able to step into their greatness, because it will stop the oppression and the unfairness and all those other things. If you're not in that situation, our job is to step into this now and listen to what it says and let go of the things that are heavy, because it doesn't serve us anything. It's like we're used to walking around with giant garbage bags of the crap that we got from our families and everything else. And our job is to step into our greatness and let go of it. You don't have to have a giant saying goodbye to the garbage. You don't have to talk about why, justify why it's okay to keep the garbage. When you go to the next place, those things just leave. So that's why I'm excited my book's coming out. And if you get a chance, if this excited you and inspired you, check out the book, because it's a whole book about it. And we're also giving away a free 2-hour movie right now. If you go to kylecease.com book, you can get it. But our job is to step into our greatness, and the world will match it. So thanks so much for watching. I'm so excited for it to come out. We're doing a big tour in New York, in Milwaukee, and Seattle, and I think Austin is coming up, and our big event is in LA at the end of May. So I can't wait to meet everybody, and I'm so thankful for you guys, and 2017 is going to be a better year than we thought.